Four.
Well, first I want to recognize a few folks that are here. One is Dr. Brockhouse, who was in the back here, came all the way down from the high school in Hudson, West Point Academy, who was the instructor in Alves, and glad you can make it down here, show that support. And then for the family, we have an aunt, an uncle, and a mom. Oh, from Silver. He lived on it. He was around. From Seattle, and then from Silverport. And I'm glad that you can be here today, too. I had a commander once who told me that the promotions really aren't for you, the person's being promoted. This came over an argument over whether we really need to wear a class stage or not. I think the basically class stage is the right thing to do because it's really the promotion is more for those that are near and dear to you, family, friends, people who work for you, chance for them to celebrate something for you. And what it is from the Army is not a recognition of what you've done, but the recognition of the potential for what you can do. When I first met Lieutenant Alves, and I'll tell you, she's had a few life-changing events since I met her, at least a last name-changing event since I met her. But a year ago, about this time, I rolled into a battalion. She was covered down at HAC as a mid-grade first lieutenant. We've been given that responsibility because the HAC commander had to leave for an extended 4-month period to go to Iraq. Quite honestly, when you look at Tiana, she's not 6'6", you could make that argument. She's not exactly an imposing figure. And you can be fooled to initially think that, maybe she's not that aggressive, or she's a little timid. And if you believe that, you haven't been around her and worked with her. And it didn't take me, but the first time I sat down and talked with her, she gave me an update on HAC, and she works those issues with me at the battalion command level. To see her proficiency as an officer, and that she has that quiet leadership, steady ability, who always gave me the right recommendations and right information. And I'm sure she did that to the previous commander as well. And that's why she was chosen to fill the position. And I've talked to soldiers in HAC before, and every time I bring up Grant and Alves' name, people always have good, kind, respectful things to say for her. In the United States Army, that says a lot. That the soldiers that you're in charge of definitely would respect, trust, and confidence, and I share all of that. And I am honored to be here to take part in the promotion. Without further ado, we'll begin with the affirmation of your clause. Would you raise your right hand? Repeat after me. I state your full name.
I, Tiana Alves,
Having been appointed an officer
having been appointed an officer
in the Army of the United States,
in the Army of the United States,
as indicated above in the grade of captain,
in the grade above and the grade of captain,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States
that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States
against all enemies, foreign and domestic.
against all enemies, foreign and domestic,
That I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same.
that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same,
That I take this obligation freely,
that I take this obligation freely,
without any mental reservation
without any mental reservation
or purpose of evasion.
or purpose of evasion,
And that I will well and faithfully
and that I will well and faithfully
discharge the duties of office
discharge the duties of the office
on which I am about to enter.
on which I am about to enter.
So help me God.
So help me God.
If I could ask the family to come up. We'll go ahead and post the order, please.
Attention to orders. The President of the United States has reposed special trust and confidence in the patriotism, valor, fidelity, and abilities of Tiana Alves. In view of these qualities and her demonstrated potential for increased responsibility, she is therefore promoted in the United States Army to the rank of captain, effective 1 July 2008. Signed, Gerald T. Mayer, Chief, DA Promotions.
You know about blood. do now is turn the floor over to Captain.
Thank you, sir. I want to thank everybody for being able to make it tonight. It really means a lot to me. I did it this way for a reason. I didn't want everybody to be kind of forced to go to fruition ceremonies and, similar ceremonies that we have in our building. I wanted it to be optional, and I wanted the people that really should be here to actually be able to make it if they wanted to. There's so many people I want to thank, but too many to name. I do want to highlight a few people, though. I really believe in the military. If you don't start out the right way, if you don't have the right leadership to kind of bring you into the Army, you're kind of sunk later on. And I got very lucky because when I came into the military, I already had medical problems. So I showed up to my OVC unit knowing that I wasn't going to start OVC for probably a year, thinking I wasn't going to get a job. I was probably just going to be some runner somewhere as a brand new second lieutenant with no experience. And that battery commander really took a chance on me and said, you know what, I don't have an XO, you're it. And for 10 months I was an XO with no training, no experience, no OVC, nothing. And I actually didn't get credit for it because I hadn't completed OVC yet. But it did set me up for being an XO and HAC here. And that battery commander, now Major Andrew Whiskey Man, who's in Iraq right now, I owe a lot to him because he just took a chance on me, and he took the time to nurture and bring me up as a really good officer and teach me everything he knew. And also while I was up there, the battalion XO, Major Liz Smith, also a great mentor, and I worked with the two of them all the time, and they constantly fed me advice and experience and really wanted me to be the best officer that I could be. So I owe a lot to them. And I also owe a lot to a first sergeant that was there, same way, with people that really just want to see you succeed. It really makes a difference. And that was First Sergeant Tammy Davis. So I really want to thank those three people. They really made a difference in who I am today. I want to thank my husband. Most of you know he's in Iraq right now. He left at the end of November. He'll be home in September for mid-tour, and he'll redeploy in March. So we're classmates. We both got promoted on the first, so it's unfortunate we weren't able to do this together. But I wouldn't be here without the support, and we're making it work. I want to thank my family for being able to make it. My mom, she's always been there. My aunt and uncle, Kevin and Julie, thanks for coming. My mom has been an unwavering support throughout my entire life. And I mean, this is the mom that bought the book on West Point before I ever even left and knew more about West Point before I ever even left and was telling me about what I was going to experience. So she lived through it, every minute of it with me, and always called me and always took care of me. So yeah. So thank you, Mom. And I know my grandma would have loved to be here if she could, but I know she's watching from above, and that's important to all of us here. And finally, I want to thank everyone here, and I especially want to thank the soldiers of HAC. You really made a difference in my life when I was here. You just made it so motivating to come to work every day, when work itself is not motivating at all. You really made it motivating. I want to come into work every day for you guys, not for the work, because it's all about taking care of you. And you guys did the same thing for me. I learned so much from you, and it just really made a difference in my life. So thank you very much. I really appreciate it. And this is a celebration. It's meant to be a party. So food's back there. The bar is open. Just please drink responsibly.